Hello again. Welcome back, guys, to We the Panel, a Terrace House Podcast, a podcast where we talk about the very first series of Terrace House, Boys and Girls Next Door. My name is Jason. Welcome back to our little podcast for this new episode 33, Forbidden Love. But before we start looking into this episode, let's introduce the rest of our panel. So we got I forgot the order because it's been a while since we've been all together. But I'm just going to go with our resident TikToker. Okay. Oh, wait, I can't even say that anymore.
No, she is. No, she is.
Wait, what? What do you mean? What do you mean one?
She is.
Only our...
No, she is.
I need
All right, our resident TikToker. What? Cheska. Don't worry, we'll let you know the deets. But
okay.
Hi, we missed you last episode. How you been?
I'm pretty good. Sorry I couldn't make it. My Wi-Fi was terrible and I just couldn't connect with anyone until like 9 p.m. that day, which is rough. But it'd be like that.
It's all good. Things happen, but it's all good. And of course, let me introduce you to our Star Wars fan right here. Is that Kylo Ren in your shirt? What's up, Tim? Yeah. Is that Kylo Ren?
It is Kylo Ren. What's up? What's up?
Oh, what's up? Is Kylo Ren your favorite Star Wars character?
You're fun. No, he's an all right character. Shout out to Adam Driver for.
We love Adam Driver.
Adam Driver's dope. I'm glad we all agreed to that.
Cool guy.
And of course, we got our Mr. Smooth. Oh, look at his eye roll. What's up, James? How you doing in this beautiful Saturday afternoon?
Other resident.
No, I'm not.
Wait, so give me updates.
Hold on, you have one too. I don't know why you're saying. I just have one. That's all I'm saying. I'm just saying I have
posted. I thought you do edits.
You post videos.
I do what, but it's not like it's not like I'm saying that like I'm doing this. It's just like it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, I post YouTube videos. Okay, yeah, I post stuff on my Instagram, yeah, and it's just another social media. It's just another social media platform. I'm not saying.
But I do the same thing, James.
Yeah,
and they call me the resident TikToker.
Yeah, but you have been titled as the resident TikToker.
But that was such a joke.
I'm just someone that just so happens to also do TikToks every once in a while. That's all it is. Okay, we're gonna nip
Someone's
that in
ashamed of having TikTok.
I never said I was ashamed of it. I'm just saying that I'm not the resident TikToker here because I don't own that title. Okay. I don't own that title. That title has already been given. Okay, and Tim, as someone who also just has a TikTok, I'm just saying I'm someone who has TikTok. That's all it is. All right, you're sipping your water as if it's tea, but you already know that it's water. Okay, I did not come here for this disrespect. I can cut this entire part out of the episode.
No,
if I really wanted to.
Excuse me.
Okay, that's how.
Okay, guys, let's calm down. We are here for We are here for the main reason, right? First of all, shout out to TikTok. Other than that, we are for a reason, guys.
Wait, Jay, just one thing.
What?
How are you today?
Oh, I'm doing good. I am excited to talk about this episode, and it is quite a spicy episode.
Indeed.
Especially the ending, which is really cool how they did it. But yeah, I guess we'll talk to it later.
But before we hop into it, I'd like to do a quick shout out to all of our listeners that We the Panel, a Terrace House podcast, is available on all podcasting platforms. So that's Spotify, that's Apple Podcasts, and that is James.
Google Podcasts.
Thank you, Google Podcasts. And for all our podcast related things, you can find us on Anchor. That's we the panel, right?
Anchor.fm/we-the-panel.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. On top of that, of course, we are on Instagram at We the Panel Pod. Sorry, Tim's frozen here, but I don't know if I should keep going. We're on Instagram at We the Panel Pod. Where I post some of the highlights of the episode. I was supposed to post something like earlier this week, just about this other clip that happened that I didn't put in the episode, but maybe I'll put it this week just for the heck of it.
And to all of our YouTube listeners, what's up? Thanks for joining us. Please let us know down below thoughts, opinions, what you guys like about us and stuff like that. Drop down a like, drop down a subscribe. And if you're really into us, drop down and click that notification bell so you can see all of our new stuff right here.
Yes.
So to everyone looking for our stuff, if you see a gray house with the brown background, that is us. Thank you.
Nice. There you
The
go.
gray house with the brown house and the brown logo.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's get into the episode, of course. So we watched Terrace House episode 33, titled "Forbidden Love." So what happened last episode? Right. We had a lot of stuff happen last episode. It was a very eventful episode. We had everything with Tecchan and Miwako, which we'll get into some stuff today about how that's evolved. We had Oji and Aya, which is nice. And then, of course, we were left on that big cliffhanger between Daiki and Hana. And speaking of that cliffhanger, we start this episode right where we left off last episode, into which Hana was about to say something very, very important. So Hana basically said that she would much rather just be friends with Daiki than date him. She liked how it was back when they were just friends. And Daiki said, okay, I thought that he took it very well. And he said that like this is probably like the first time that like their true feelings are actually being said. So that was a tough way to start the episode. At least in my opinion.
Oh,
you're so distraught, dude. You're so
was,
heartbroken.
It was expected. It was expected, but at the same time, it's just like, oh man, I had so much hope, but it was gonna happen. It was bound to happen. We all saw.
You could say it was forbidden love.
Oh.
Is that what the title is about?
But there's more about this episode, right?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. On top of just that one scene, there was also the scene afterwards, into which Hana was with the girls and she told them about the breakup. And it was this is actually a nice scene because she admitted that she feels bad for not giving Daiki the time that he deserves. She did kind of like explain that like my schedule got very busy all of a sudden, and whenever I'd come home I'd be too tired to actually give him like the time and attention that he deserves. And she also did end the conversation with saying that like her feeling towards him have vanished. And yeah, so then we cut to, we'll quickly cut to the next scene just to quickly go through it. We get to the guys in quite the scene, if I may say so myself. A scene that we thought could potentially have the thumbnail of the episode.
No.
Oh.
No.
Yeah.
No.
But yeah, so basically, all the guys go to like this. I'd like
hot
to say
spring.
that it's like a hot spring, yeah. And
Public
they kind of
bath,
just
hot spring.
Yeah, they take a dip in the spring, and yeah, they take a bath together. Basically,
There's definitely some fan service for all the Daiki fans in that scene.
Thank God. If you're a fan of all three guys, to be honest.
Yeah, really. But we only got to see one butt.
You heard it first here. We got some butt action.
yeah. But the guys talk about how Daiki and Hana broke up, and how Tecchan brought up the question of like, hey, like, are you still gonna leave the house? And Daiki's like, honestly, I'm not sure. To be honest, I'm not really sure. And yeah, so that was that entire I guess section of the episode, right? Other little highlights. As they were leaving their cottage, we saw the children of the forest.
Oh,
yeah, were they like real or like whose kids were they? It's like they left and we're like the children are like, we're free. We can go back.
What is this, bird box?
I really forgot that this is like a public area. Like I thought they were secluded themselves. So when we saw kids running off, I was like, who?
Children of the forest.
Yes.
Children of the forest.
The children of the forest. But yeah, do you guys have any comments on just everything that happened with Hana and Daiki?
it was expected. Like,
Called it.
Yeah. Like, once I saw it, I was like, okay, let's move on. Because like I knew it was gonna happen. But yeah, all I was thinking of when we were watching that scene was like, oh, James is heartbroken. That's basically all I was thinking about. But
his ship has sunk.
Yes.
Is that how you guys kind of expected it in terms of like how Daiki reacted and everything that's happened to Daiki like since then that we've seen? Like, is that how you guys thought it would have happened? Because for me, there are some things that I didn't think like was actually going to happen that did happen. So, like for me, as an example, I thought Daiki was still going to leave the house because I don't know how long I'd be able to last living with my ex-girlfriend, especially like freshly off that relationship. So,
Good point, James. Remember, this is fairly fresh, right? Like, I think later on the episode, we do see some like awkward instances where this is kind of a thing, right? Like, so the best part of it, like what I got from that conversation was they actually said this is the first time we've been true to our feelings, which is like, wow, that's unfortunate. This should have been they should have been true to their feelings from the beginning of the relationship or whatever. But it's just it's tragic because it's like it's the end and this is the first time you've finally shown your true feelings towards each other, which is like it was dead from the start.
Yeah, well, it was with that whole cat and mouse game. Like, I think they're more interested in playing the games than actually, like winning whatever happens after the game. Like.
Yeah, I mean, like I did expect Daiki to take it well. I didn't expect Hana to break up with him. I was expecting Daiki to break up with her. Just because like we already saw like from his perspective in previous episodes of how he was feeling. And so I thought he was at that point where he just would want to break up with her. But I was just surprised it went the other way around.
Yeah. Well, it seemed like Daiki was more into Hana, right? Like.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
And Hana's history, whenever the guy's more into her than she is to the other person, then it doesn't end up well, right? As she says. But it's okay, guys. To the next ship.
Oh, to the next ship we go.
Is there a definitive ship for the next one?
We gotta find out. We gotta keep watching, man.
Well, yeah, we'll get there.
Yeah, we'll see. But yeah, going back to like what Cheska said, it even goes back to what we've been saying for the past, I want to say 2 or 3 episodes, is that Daiki and Hana just love the chase. And when the chase is over, what do they do now? So it makes sense. But moving on, we get to see some things with our boy Tecchan. And it's been really cool because it's not something that's particularly relationship centered, because we found out that Tecchan is going to star in a music video.
Featuring Soulja?
Is Tecchan starring in a Soulja Boy video?
Wait, is it actually Soulja Boy or no?
It's definitely not Soulja.
Okay.
That's a Japanese artist by the name of Soulja.
Oh, because I was literally gonna go to YouTube right after this to find him in a Soulja Boy music video.
Can you see Tecchan doing the dance? Like the Soulja Boy dance? That would be so...
The Superman dance?
Wait, that wasn't him in the music video? What? I thought he was the person to the right with the oversized shirt and
the baggy jeans.
Are you just giving general 2010 tropes of style?
It's not even 2010. I think that music video was released in 2005.
Ooh, I want to say 8.
Oh,
I think,
you know what? I'm gonna fact check this real quick.
That's my best guess. 05.
That song is.
I think it's 05.
Seems like
I remember being like,
yeah.
Oh,
Wow. Shout out to Soulja Boy.
Yeah, shout out to Soulja Boy.
Wow, 2007. Anyways, okay, yeah. Anyways. So yeah, Tecchan's gonna be in a Soulja Boy video. But we also get to see Tecchan back at work, which we haven't seen in a while. And you know who else we haven't seen in a while? Good old Kojima-san.
Yes.
Yeah, so it was cool. Like Tecchan was kind of updating them on the house, and he was talking about how like, hey, I'm into this girl. Her name's Miwako, and Kojima and other Kojima We're like, yeah, like, that's good for you. They're giving him some advice. They're telling him he should be more of a man towards her. And I wasn't really sure what actually happened in this conversation, because I was dipping in and out of that scene in particular, but there was a certain part of it where they were telling him that it's okay to be cold towards her instead of being like a nice guy. Like, it's okay to be cold sometimes. And I don't know if I agree with that. I remember saying after that scene, I was like, yeah, that is a piece of advice that could either work really well for Tecchan, or it could bring things like completely off the rails. So I don't know. Do you guys think it's okay to be cold towards like your significant other sometimes?
Well, they're not dating, so not
okay, yeah.
In terms of dating, in terms of playing the game, yes. And not necessarily cold, but distance yourself. You don't always want to be like up front. Again, it depends, I guess, when you're dating. When you're dating in, like, I'm sure your late 20s or 30s, you're just cutting out the BS and you're looking for someone like to be upfront and like, what are you looking for, right? But they're young. They're not even 20 yet. I think she's like 18 and Tecchan's what, 19, 20?
They're both 19.
Same age.
They're both 19.
Same age, yeah.
Same age.
It's gonna be games.
Relationships and for like 2 years.
2 years.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be games.
Yeah.
Like, you don't want to always be upfront, because having time apart leaves her like the opportunity to think about you. You know what I mean? Like, you don't want to smother it. It's like a baby plant. You don't want to smother it. You want to give it what it needs when it needs it. You overwater it, it's going to die. You underwater it, it's going to die. It's a balancing act. So I think Kojima knows what he's saying. Kojima-san? Hayao Miyazaki. Miyazaki-san knows what he's talking about.
Sure.
Yeah, I agree with Tim. It's all about trying to find that balance of, like, you know, you don't want to be too vulnerable to someone. You don't want to give the whole piece of the pie. You got to give them in like slices. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You got to give some time to discover each other or whatever. But like, yeah, you don't want to be a stage 5 clinger, be like, oh my God, I love you, please. Like, you know what I mean?
Yes, that's
like, don't leave me. We're not even together. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you gotta, especially the beginning parts, they're not even together. So it's like,
yeah, they're not.
Yeah. I don't know. If I was a girl and they're like, you know, a guy was really into me that way, I'd be like, kind of like, you know, I'd push back, because it's like, that's kind of weird. I need some space to like relax. I just said I'd go on a date with you. But,
True.
But again, before that though, remember that scene before that? It was the first time, I guess, the whole group sat down, right?
Oh yeah.
And that was the first time, like, I guess Hana was talking to Tecchan, and we finally saw like that awkward situation. It was like, oh yeah, we broke up, but we're in mutual terms. And when Hana left the room, it was like 5 people, right? Except for OG, all of them except for OG. And they were like, Daiki got into the conversation. It's like, oh, yeah, it was mutual, but we didn't do the thing. And Miwako was very wholesome and confused.
It's a front. She's fronting.
And luckily for Tecchan, he, you know, gave her that good guidance about batteries. It's like batteries. It's like when you have a positive and negative and you put them together. Daiki really didn't do that with Han.
I'm sorry, did Tim pull out his battery pack?
Yeah, he did.
Wow, he really had to do that.
Yeah. That is, can you show us, Tim, your batteries? And it's also a symbolism of a relationships.
Okay, so the way Tecchan was saying is that you got the positive side, and you have the negative side. Mm-hmm. Oh, this is not going to go well for our podcasting viewers. Mm-hmm. Okay, well, yeah. And he put it in the wrong way.
Yeah, negatives and negatives don't go together.
And negatives, yeah.
Our positives and positives don't go together. Mm. Hence, they broke up.
That is definitely not what they were talking about.
No, but I mean,
but I see what you're saying. It's a metaphor for their relationship.
It's a metaphor for something.
Okay.
I don't get it. Tecchan explained it better. For you guys wondering what the hell we're talking about,
just watch the episode.
Just watch it.
Watch the episode. But like, yeah, Chess, go ahead.
I mean, okay, in terms of coldness, I think it also depends on the person as well. Like, you need to respect people's boundaries. Like, for me, like, I can come off as cold because I just don't like talking to people like a good amount of times. So, like, yeah, people just need to understand that like some people don't like talking to people a lot of times. Like, if we're gonna go with a battery analogy, we'll use energy batteries instead. Like, you know, like for me personally, my battery can drain very quickly in terms of socialization. So like you know, people just need to understand and like respect those types of boundaries. So like I understand in that perspective, and also like I agree with Jay and Tim where you have to find a balance between them too.
For sure. Yeah, you guys have it pretty spot on. Like there's a fine line between overdoing it, underdoing it, and then that fine line is like the perfect mix of being like super like nice and being super like giddy or
clingy
legs towards them.
Oh, kilig.
Yeah. What?
Yeah, like a type of flirting in a sense.
Yeah. There's like a mix of like that, and then just being like not like super distant, but just like separating yourself from the other person. There's that fine line, and there's that perfect mix where you can make that work. But it's taking a step back to basically what we were just talking about the whole thing of living together after just getting over a relationship. Like, bro, before we started recording, we had a conversation. We had a slight conversation about this because, like, you don't need to be giving these people the time right after you ended a relationship. It's just like it doesn't make sense to me. That's why I thought that Daiki was gonna leave, because I'm like, I wouldn't be able to deal with living with the person that just broke up with me and seeing them on that day-to-day basis. Right. Even just that, like that first, even just that one scene where Daiki was bringing the snacks over to Hana, like, yeah, like they made it look like it was like super civil, but it could just be them. Like maybe they're okay with it, but if it was me, I don't know, because there still has to be some sort of lingering feeling, like especially for Daiki, because Daiki was very into her. Hana did say she lost.
He was ready to pursue that relationship. He was ready to see where it went.
Yeah, so there has to be some sort of lingering feeling there, and I don't know if it just wasn't shown in the episode, or if it will ever be shown in the episode. But Daiki might be hurting right now, and we don't know.
Wait, this is a quick question. Like, the people living in the house, do they get paid for being in the house?
Oh, their payment is free rent.
So they don't really get paid. Oh, okay. Because like if it was about money, then like Daiki would have stayed for the paychecks. You know, that's what my theory was, but not anymore. I have no idea anymore.
Free rent and screen time and free, what is it? Advertising? Exposure.
Yeah, it could be for exposure, if anything, not the paychecks. Just
I mean, it worked out for Tecchan.
But yeah, anyways, going on to the next part, we get to see Tecchan and Miwako finally going on their skateboarding date, which is actually really nice. This is something that I noticed when we were watching. I even asked you guys about it. Is this the second time that Tecchan has taught a housemate how to skateboard?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, okay. So the first time was Rie, right?
Rie in a parking lot, I think, after surfing competition.
That guy's surfing thing.
Oh, I forgot that happened.
Yeah, it was like between Sena, Rie, Tecchan going out to support whoever.
That guy. Yeah, okay. Yeah. But this one I felt like went just as well, and I don't know. I can feel a chemistry there, but we're gonna get to that later. Anyways, it was a nice skateboarding date. You know, he taught her how to go on a penny board, and then they went out to eat afterwards. into which they had a very nice conversation, and Tecchan asked her about her love life, how she falls in love with someone, and she said that she becomes friends with them first, and then she'll catch feelings when she sees a surprising characteristic. Did I say that correctly?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, which was interesting because I feel like Tecchan is like listening to what she's saying, and he's like, okay, we're becoming friends first. Okay. So
write that down.
Yeah, he's just taking notes.
Become friends first.
And then make her catch feelings with surprising characteristics. Next episode, Tecchan comes in like dancing.
A new jacket and different haircut.
Yeah.
Oh, leather jacket and then like a spiked up hair.
And then she'll be surprised, and then boom, feelings are caught.
Mm-hmm.
But overall, successful date. Great guys, right?
Very great date, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
And we finally get to see Tecchan like skateboarding. He's pretty good. Like,
you can do a vert ramp. That was way more than I was expecting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so hopefully that gave him bonus points to Miwako. Like, wow, he knows what he's doing. My goodness.
I think in the dinner scene after the skateboarding scene is where Tecchan really showed his growth.
Ah, yes.
Mm-hmm.
He's holding a conversation, but he's also like keeping her engaged. Like, I think he flipped the script. Usually Tecchan's the awkward, anxious one on the date.
Yeah.
They flipped the script and asked, Miwako if like she's like comfortable now versus when they first started talking, which was like really cool to see. I was gonna say, do you think that Miwako went on this date with a genuine interest that Tecchan might be a like good boyfriend or suitor, or do you think this was a courtesy date?
I mean,
A pity date.
A pity date.
I don't know. I kind of got pity date vibes, little bit. Little bit. I feel like
I don't think so. I think she did genuinely wanted to get know her a little bit more, like a little bit more, because I think when you go in this show and you're expecting, you're in Terrace House, you might as well roll with the punches and go for it, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I could see why that could be looked at as a pity date too, because we all know what her true intentions are in the end. Maybe I don't know, but well, the whole show's been like previewing it like since 2 episodes ago. Yeah. But I think in a sense she did want to get to know him a lot more, like personally. Like in that dinner scene, she's like, oh, she's more open now. Like she doesn't feel as awkward to Tecchan now as before. So look, things are looking up for Tecchan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know what you guys think.
I mean, it was also something that was alluded to last episode, right? With there was that whole scene in the campfire with Tecchan and Miwako, where she was like, hey, like, I genuinely just want to get to know you for the real you. I want to get to know you better just as a person. So I don't think it was a pity date. I thought it was more of Miwako's checking out her options. And there's an interest there for Tecchan. Not saying that she's like into him, but I'm saying that she's just interested in Tecchan just as a person, and there's always the potential that could grow to something, especially now that we found out that it's like, yeah, you can become friends first and then something can happen. So yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's pity. I think it's interest. I think she's just interested in this potential option.
Yeah, like I agree with James. Like it's more like I want to see what's there and I'll figure it out later. And as you can tell from later on in the episode, she figured it out. So,
well, okay, we'll get to that later. I have words for
who?
Last scene.
For who?
Oh,
but
yeah.
For who?
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah.
We'll get there. We're getting there. We're almost there. Don't worry.
Yeah, we're
almost there. but I don't want to get there yet because there was this very important scene which got us all very excited because Tecchan was going out to hang out with someone, and who was that person? It was none other than Momo. Oh my god, yo, Momo's back.
Yeah.
Momo showed up. She had a nice little cameo. And it was cool. It was really nice. They went on they had some dinner together, I think. And Momo told us some stuff that was very interesting. She told us about how a lot of the old members like Sena and Rie, they'll all go to hang out and they'll watch Terrace House together, which is cool. Which is really cute, actually, now that I think about it. That's so cute.
They keep their ties.
Yeah.
I like that.
They're literally watching over at Tecchan.
Honestly, honestly though, it's all of them watch over Tecchan. That's so, oh man. But yeah, so speaking about that, Momo really just kind of came into this dinner and was just like, "Hey, I'm gonna throw this little bit in for you." Apparently, Rie misses Tecchan. I wonder how Tecchan feels about that.
No ways anymore.
It's nothing serious, but like it was definitely some information that Tecchan may have been, brought aback by. But yeah, so it was nice. There was a little bit of banter there, and Tecchan was telling Momo about the date because, of course, and apparently Tecchan and Miwako held hands, which is like, whoa, what a step up.
Because, held hands.
It was.
Yeah. He's telling the first girl that he held hands with about the new girl that he's holding hands with.
Be the type of man to just impulsively grab a girl's hand. I think that was, I'm paraphrasing what Momo said to him when they went on their date. Right? Yeah.
Yeah. So it was a nice little dinner together, a nice little scene. And also a nice little lead up to the craziness of the last scene of the episode, into which Miwako meets up with her coach. And yeah, they were just talking about the house, and the coach is like, "Yeah, I think that Tecchan is a pretty good match for you, buddy." And Miwako is like, "Oh yeah, I don't see it." Miwako she admitted that she doesn't see Tecchan romantically. So then the coach is like, "Okay, well, is there anyone in the house that you do find, like, that you do see romantically?" And Miwako is like, "Well, I'm interested in Daiki."
Surprise.
Yeah, just general thoughts.
I'm surprised that the panel was so shocked.
Right.
I saw it coming from a mile away. The narrative that they were implanting the whole time Miwako was in the house. Like, anytime Hana and Daiki were talking or about the relationship, it would just pan to her face, jump cut to her face to see her reaction. Like, I don't think they were surprised. I think, yeah. Like,
also, I have a question. Do you think they still watch their episodes, like people living in Terrace House? Because I don't think Tecchan knows that Miwako likes Daiki, or like senses that that she likes Daiki.
Honestly, like,
not yet. Because this just happened, right? So he'll probably watch
but
next episode he'll know.
No, but like, if we saw it a mile away. Oh wait, never mind. It's Tecchan. I don't think he would have saw it a mile away.
Tecchan.
Yeah, and if we're taking everything in the episode verbatim, so like the whole panel and how they said that they didn't notice it, on top of just Tecchan being Tecchan, right? Maybe it's just the thing in their culture into which they will just see one thing and they will kind of like narrow their eyesight towards it. I think the reason that they didn't see everything with Miwako and Daiki coming was because they were so honed in on the idea of Tecchan and Miwako being a thing that they didn't really see the interest in Daiki at all. because they're just like, oh yeah, like it's finally gonna happen for Tecchan. You know, we're all on the boat for Tecchan. We all want something to happen for Tecchan. And little do we notice that Miwako has actually been interested in Daiki this entire time. So maybe that's just the thing, you know. Maybe in Japan that's just how things are done there. I don't know. It could be a cultural thing. It could just be those people as panelists and these people in the house. Like, we don't really know. But
I mean, okay, I feel like it could be just a panelist then, because what the production team did to like kind of sense that it was Miwako feeling for Daiki, like if we can sense it as audience members, I feel like it's just a panelist that didn't notice it, and they're so honed into the idea that Tecchan and Miwako could be a thing. Yeah, like you remember all those like reaction shots from Miwako when Daiki was talking from this episode alone?
Yeah, but we're also, you know, we're all Canadians in 2021 watching this of different cultures, of different perspectives. So yeah, I don't know. Like, this may just be me trying to how do I say it? Trying to give, I wouldn't say the benefit of the doubt, but like just giving that different trying to like sympathize with these panelists, I guess, and being like, yeah, maybe they didn't notice it because of XYZ or XYZ. So I don't know, but the episode did not, well, it did end, but also did not end with that last scene, because we did actually cut to the panel. The episode actually ends with the panel, which is pretty cool. And they were just talking about how like tragic this must be for Tecchan if Tecchan actually finds out. And there was this classic line that was said, into which they said that Tecchan is the ultimate clown.
Oh. Send in the clowns. That's what I got from that. Yeah.
That's rough.
Yeah. And they also they were talking to Yamachan, and Yamachan was talking about how he was like very excited because of how things aren't working out. You know, Yamachan is like the type to not be into relationships working out, I guess.
No. I'm with him.
He thrives on the chaos.
Like I'm with him. Let the chaos begin, guys.
Yeah.
I wanted this to happen. Even though we had a great day for Tecchan. I think last episode I said I want Daiki to ask her out. After they break up.
It's a love triangle part 2. Yeah. That's what I call it as.
Okay. Miwako says she's not romantically interested in Tecchan, but she just literally said she'd rather start off as friends. Then all of a sudden, boom, it hits her. Maybe that could happen to Tecchan. I'm just saying, like, sure, you got a great day, but she's not romantically interested in him, but it's still there. Like, that's how she rolls with stuff, right? So maybe, you know, come on, like, Daiki's like, in the first impression, of course he looks cool. He's a fighter professionally. He's fit. He has, like, you know, I guess the personality, and like he's laid back and he doesn't seem to try too hard to just look cool. Whereas in Tecchan, it's just literally like everything he has to try to just look reasonable. So I don't really know what's in Miwako's mind right now, because she has already built a relationship with Tecchan, and as far as we've seen, there is nothing that's been built off with her and Daiki. Right? Have we seen any scenes with the two of them? Yeah, we did. He was eating soup. Oh. And Miwako's like, wow.
Oh, yeah, that's it.
Right.
Wow, you eat soup?
You eat soup. Yeah, that was weird.
Wow, I love soup.
Yeah, so we got that one scene into which there wasn't actually like any conversation going on, I guess, other than like, wow, you eat soup from the supermarket? That's so cool. And
okay, here's my prediction. if it goes exactly the same way, okay, not exactly the same way, but like in a similar way as this love triangle with Tecchan, Daiki, and Hana, I feel like Tecchan and Miwako are going to end up together, and then Daiki is like, off to the side kind of thing. Because if you think about it, when it was that Hana, Daiki, and Tecchan love triangle, Daiki and Hana still hung out more than Hana and Tecchan did. So now in this love triangle, Miwako and Tecchan hang out more than Miwako and Daiki did. And like if we're going with the that friendship thing that Miwako said, then it's like a higher chance for Tecchan to be with Miwako than Daiki.
I can see that. Yeah. I can see that. She's more captivated by Daiki right now because, he's a cool guy. He's a fighter. He gets paid to get punched in the face. Cool. He was a taken man. Oh,
yeah. Oh, you could say it was forbidden love.
And I think she prefaced like her arrival at the house saying she watches the house, and she was already, I guess, kind of interested in Daiki prior to that. Right.
Oh, so she just has a crush on him as a fan.
Maybe. Maybe.
Who knows? Also,
infatuation.
Also, how did Tecchan and Daiki end up in two love triangles?
Yeah, how does Tecchan end up in two love triangles?
It's just different girls.
I don't know.
It's just different girls. It's always Tecchan and Daiki and a different girl.
Actually, no. You know what?
Do we need to bring out the whiteboard again?
Oh my god, can we?
Let's make it happen.
Yo, James, we're doing it.
Let's bring it back out. Let's go.
Yay!
We gotta review these triangles. Here we go. It's been a while since we did this.
It hasn't been a while. And this is Tim's first time doing this with us.
Yes, right, Tim. You are an architect of sorts. You have experience with shapes. Please teach us your ways.
Okay,
because we were so bad the last time.
Yeah, who can draw?
How do I draw?
Oh, I can only draw, so you kind of have to teach me how to do it.
All right. Let's do some dots first. Let's do some dots.
Step one, the triangle is the strongest shape.
I thought it was a hexagon.
So wait, we're gonna do it like this. Whoops, hold on. I'm using the mouse. I'm
What
using the
type of
mouse.
Dorito is this?
So
Leave
it's
me
a triangle.
alone.
All right. So which point would Tecchan be?
Tecchan would be on the far bottom right.
All right. So let's put T. Yeah, let's put T. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Now draw another triangle, share like on the right side of said T.
I see what he's doing.
He's
Like
part of
this?
two
Like
triangles.
this?
Correct.
Because
Because Tecchan is in both triangles.
Yes. There we go. All right. So who's in the first triangle to the left?
Okay, so I guess if we're reading this from left to right, his first love triangle should be the triangle on the left, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So that's Tecchan, that's Hana, that's Daiki.
So where do I put?
So put Hana on the bottom left and put Daiki at the top. Just because Daiki also has a connection to the one on the far right.
Right.
Hana has nothing to do with the other triangle.
Oh, so then it's Daiki at the top again, and then Miwako for the bottom
and
right.
on the far right. Yeah, see? Because right now, both want Daiki.
This is a mess. This little triangle.
okay.
This looks like Tecchan both wants Daiki.
Okay, yeah. I have a proposal. I have a proposal for this. Okay.
Okay, what's up?
Maybe that's the real
What's up?
narrative.
This will be how I see the triangle and how I see the triangle has evolved.
So do you want me to erase this?
No. Keep it like that. Okay. So first things first. Both of the ties between Tecchan and Daiki, you can erase those. So it'll be two V's instead of two triangles.
Oh,
No. Keep Daiki.
Hold on.
Daiki.
Keep Daiki?
Yeah, keep Daiki and keep the triangle. But that one line between the T and the D, just erase that line.
The T and the D.
Okay, so I kind of have to redraw this whole triangle again.
Okay, just make it a V then.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh. So like this.
Yeah, okay. Now.
Okay.
Actually, Okay, no, there's a better way to.
I don't even see a triangle anymore. This is like Hana and Tecchan are never gonna happen.
Because it's not actually a triangle. I don't think it's actually a triangle because one, there's no romantic relationship between Daiki and Tecchan, and two, Hana's never felt anything for Tecchan. It's just been Tecchan chasing.
All right,
both ways.
Okay. So erase the shapes of the left side, and we've got ourselves a true blue single triangle. So get rid of Hana and Daiki, right? Like it's literally
that's done. It's done. It's over.
Yeah. So it's just one triangle.
Okay.
We resulted to one triangle.
Okay. My next proposal, Cheska, can you erase the triangle?
Okay.
Okay.
Now, can you make a line with an arrow from T to M?
Okay,
I get you, James.
Tecchan is into Miwako.
Yeah.
An arrow from Miwako to D, and one from
there you go.
D
Okay. Now, can you make an arrow from M to D?
Ah.
Now, where's D going?
Now that's what the entire thing is.
That's it. It's an angle.
It's an angle. It's not even a triangle. It's an angle.
So it's a love angle.
It's a love angle.
No, I don't know.
Got you.
Daiki and Tecchan. There's something there.
He wants to ship it.
I remember that that one scene they went to the cottage. Tecchan was on the floor and Daiki went fully on him. Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. They were literally in a pool together. Yeah, they were literally naked in a pool together. That's the closest anyone's ever come.
I mean, at least this was better than the rhombus that we tried to draw.
Let's try to draw.
I don't know. I like the rhombus. That was a better premise.
That was a better one. Okay, never mind.
Yeah. But at the end of the day, at the end of the day, what I'm trying to propose is that Tecchan's just chasing Miwako. But Miwako is only chasing Daiki.
Mm-hmm.
I think
that's what it is, at least in my mind.
I think this is where Mizaki-chan's advice comes in handy. Is that you got to be cold. You got to be give it some room to breathe. You know what I mean? Like give the relationship some room to breathe. Don't just be like,
yeah, I get you.
Always there, like all up in her face, like hey, look at me, clearly I think she's more into the aloof character, you know.
Oh, and that's why she's into Daiki, because Daiki has distanced himself from her.
Well, yeah, that, and also he was in a relationship, so it's not like he could have.
Yeah, that's why he was distanced from her.
Yeah.
I see. Okay, well. Triangles aside, what do you guys think is going to happen next episode?
Daiki and Miwako are going to go on a date.
No.
Yeah, I agree.
So.
I agree.
They're going to go out as friends. They're going to go out as friends. Yeah. It's going to be like a whatever thing. I think Miwako is going to ask Daiki.
Mm-hmm.
I think Daiki's going to be like, yeah, you know what? Sure. I'm not dating anyone right now. I could have some fun and like go out and get my mind off of Hana.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously, he's already shown he's captivated by her large personality.
Assets.
Okay.
Assets.
Okay.
Assets.
I said personality. That's different. Well, yeah. I mean, yeah. He's already drawn in by.
Okay.
Yeah.
With Tim's prediction in mind, do you think that Tecchan, like I'm thinking of this in like one of the messiest like American reality TV way.
Tecchan's
do you think? No, Tecchan is gonna ask Hana out and try to make Miwako jealous.
No.
It would be so funny.
I don't think so because I think Hana's leaving. Either next episode or the next one.
Oh, fair enough.
Because she says she's been busy with work, and like even like when they hung out together in this episode, she's like, okay, bye. Like she's out of it. Like, you know what I mean? Like even Tecchan's like, hey, are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. But I think that's just her way of coping of what just happened, and I think she's gonna leave, man. Like,
yeah, true.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think we're also gonna see another date with Aya and OG.
Oh, yeah.
That was put on pause since last.
Oh my goodness, his hair.
Oh yeah, his hair. I like his new hair. His hair definitely
so much better.
More. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Told you guys,
So
it was
better.
his hair. It was the hair.
Yeah, he was looking like Sasuke, then he was looking like John Travolta from Greece right after. That's crazy. He had a leather jacket too.
Oh,
Nature does change you.
boy.
I get it. Nature does
Man,
change you.
summer nights, you know?
Oh, summer nights.
Summer
Then
nights.
you see the children frolic. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
And those sparklers, my goodness.
Oh my goodness. Okay, well, Cheska, any other predictions?
Oh, I just thought it would be funny if Tecchan would make Miwako jealous in any way possible. I know it's not going to happen, but imagine how hilarious that would be for us.
I mean,
would
it
love
worked
to
for
see
Daiki.
Tecchan try. At least try, because I don't think it would work out, but I'd love to see him try.
Yeah, that'd be funny. Imagine like he did do it, and Hana's like, "What are you doing?" I want to hang out with you,
Hello.
Hana. What are you doing in front of Miwako? Aren't you guys doing something right now? No, you're not.
I think somewhere down the line, there's going to be a flip in Miwako's head and how she sees Tecchan.
Oh, yeah. I see it too.
Will it be because of a surprising characteristic?
I think it's the music video. I think the music video is going to do it. It's going to be it's going to be like either like a slow romantic ballad song where like, you know, like he's having his Usher moment where he's looking out like a rain, like splattered window.
He's dancing in the
And he's
rain.
like,
Oh, Usher.
right? Or something like that. Or they're going to try and paint Tecchan as like sexy in the music video. Something in the music video is gonna flip something in Miwako's where she's gonna be like, wow, I didn't think Tecchan could like emote like that or like something or other. And like that's where she's gonna be like, okay. You know?
I see it. You know what Tecchan needs really? A new haircut.
Yes.
I think he
Hair
needs
changes everything.
a change, a new dude,
Yeah,
and I
true.
think it'll work wonders for the dude because he looks like just like a child with the buzz cut. I think if he changes his do, I think he'll like he's doing everything right. It's just the attractions is not there, the initial attraction. So I think he can fix up his hair, and maybe you're right, Tim. Maybe that's one of the things he has to do in the music video. It's like, hey, Tecchan, you have to wear a wig, or like you got to change up your hair or something like that. That would be like, whoa, who is this masculine skateboarding fellow in this music video? Hi,
Or he
Mira.
has to put the moves on the girl in the music video.
Yeah.
Like
know?
grow out your hair, dye it blonde.
Oh my god.
But he was chosen for this music video because he was the artist loved his story in Terrace House. So like, what
It's
kind
gotta
of
be
music video is
heartbreak.
this?
It's gotta be heartbreak.
Let's watch it then. We'll watch it later. Let's
Is
watch
this
it
trials
later.
and tribulations of like some sort? Like,
Okay, so looking at Soulja,
we're gonna
right?
watch it now.
Not Soulja Boy, but the Japanese musician Soulja. Like,
you're watching it now.
okay, I
Let's
guess
go.
we'll watch it now.
Oh my, because I'm curious too.
Okay, no, guys, we gotta save this for after the episode.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Sure.
But yeah, one thing that I'm expecting is I agree with like what y'all said about this whole music video giving Miwako like it'll like maybe flip something for Miwako because Tecchan is due for something to change for him. Right? Like we're bound to see some new side of Tecchan that we've never seen before. Because when is the last time we saw him act? He was in that one thing with Tori-chan, but that was like nothing. And then we got to see his one acting class, but that was like a season ago, I think.
Almost.
Yeah.
Almost a season, yeah.
So I feel like Tecchan has grown because he's grown in a lot of ways in the house. So I hope he's grown as an actor. And maybe we'll see that in the music video. But I don't know.
I'm just seeing Tecchan in the music video, like, let it burn.
Imagine Tecchan in like Usher's Moving Mountains video. He's like walking through the mountains in the snow, and he's just like dun 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 dun, dun. Like it's super dramatic. That'll be hilarious with Tecchan.
Just the opening line from Burn by Usher. I just don't understand why.
Ew.
That's Tecchan right there.
Oh my gosh. Okay, well, before we get too out of the reins here, because I feel like we're all kind of going crazy right now.
Yeah.
That was the end of the episode. But before we go, of course, we do have our plugs. So, starting with everyone's favorite Tim. Tim, where can we find you on the internet?
You guys can find me here on We the Panel, a Terrace House Podcast, as well as my personal Insta down below, and my own YouTube channel also linked down below, as well as on Twitch TV. Yeah, I stream video games Wednesdays and Thursdays. It's a fun time, so if you like video games and stuff, yeah, come by, check it out. All links down below.
Yes. It'll be fun to see this guy stream. You stream pretty often now too. I always see on your Instagram that you're streaming. I'm like, all right, nice. But anyways, on to our one and only resident TikTok. The one and only.
Wow. Okay, James.
Cheska. Where can we find you on the internet?
Well, damn, James, you can't let it go. Well, you can find me on Insta and on TikTok at Cheska Camille _. I mean, I really don't post a lot on either or, but you'll find some surprise uploads here and there, Are you okay, James?
Is it my turn yet?
Yeah.
You can find me at twitch.tv/forgetgoals. How can we find you, James? Not TikTok. Oh wait, I don't know anymore.
Oh my god.
You can find me on God, where can you find me? You can find me on my Instagram and my YouTube, which is all linked down below. Of course, you can find me on TikTok. And yeah, you can also see me like singing for stuff. I sing on a lot of places on YouTube, acapella groups. I also sing for events and stuff. I'm singing for a thing today, and I'm singing for a thing next week. So I don't know. Maybe I'll link stuff for that. But yeah, you'll find me on the internet somewhere, somehow.
Yeah.
But yeah, Jay, stop smiling.
Did you forget a link there?
What do you mean? I said it.
Oh,
did you? Did you though?
Yes.
I'm so sorry. I wasn't listening. All I just thought was like maybe somehow.
Oh my goodness, guys! I'm just never gonna mention any of my socials ever again on this channel.
Links down in the description. I'll do it.
But yeah, of course, before we end it off, this is your reminder that We the Panel, a Terrace House podcast, is found on all podcasting platforms. It is on Spotify. It's on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, any podcasting platform that you could think of. Chances are we're there. You could find us on our Anchor at anchor.fm/we-the-panel. Or if you search on any podcasting platform, We the Panel, and you see the brown background with the gray house, chances are that's us. Of course, if you're watching on YouTube, thank you so much for watching. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Let us know your thoughts on the episode, and hit that notification bell if you want to be kept up with what we're doing. But also, we are on Instagram at We the Panel Pod, into which I post little clips of stuff that happened in the episode. So if you want little tidbits of what we're talking about, you can follow us there. And yeah, is there anything else I'm missing? I'm trying to remember. I think that's all, right? Yeah, that's all. So yeah, from myself, James, Jason, Tim, and Cheska, from We the Panel, we would like to say thank you, and we will see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye. Sleep warmly, y'all.
Yo, let's watch this video.